off for the Austrian Grand Prix.
We're Green Flag Racing here at Boston.
Let's get this show on the road.
Going to lead us up through the gears, and let's go racing at the Brickyard.
Andrew Miller's going to come home to win the Austrian Grand Prix.
About the final corner, John Andrews will get 2 in a row. He wins at the New Jersey Motor Speedway.
Coming to the checkered flag, who's going to win the Independence 500? Brett Crawford steals it away on the final corner.
Down the front straightaway to the checkered flag. Who's it going to be? Arthur Xavier in the photo finish.
Welcome to the NOFSRL. After 3 weeks out west, we arrive back here on the east side of the United States, this time in Georgia, here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway in Hampton, just a little bit outside of the greater Atlanta area, for race 5 of 26 here in season 4 of the NOFSRL Trinity River Cup Series. This is the Aflac 500 presented by Dr. Pepper. 40 car is going to take on this 1.54 mile racetrack, and we'll take a look at your points coming in just a second. Joining me up here in the booth today is Derek Hamill, co-owner of Pacific Hamill Racing. And Derek, your team is coming off of a fabulous triple top 10 1 week ago at Phoenix. Tell me, what do you expect to come out of this race today here in Atlanta?
Well, racing, of course. Pit cycles, 3 wide racing. Hopefully not any 4 wide racing, because that's going to get a little brown pants. But we're gonna have some good racing here today in Atlanta. Hopefully,
one could absolutely hope, and I agree with your stance on the safe racing here. Hopefully, we don't see any 4 wide, because that can present a lot of problems here at Atlanta. Let's take a look at the point standings here coming in, the top 10 of the points. Kyle McLeese leads the way with 133 points to the championship. He is 7 points ahead of Nicholas Samadeo, 16 ahead of Alex Lozano, 24 ahead of Elijah Gordon, 26 ahead of Trey Smith, 27 ahead of Scott Upton, 30 ahead of Marty Sakala, 32 ahead of Paul-Antoine Sierre, 33 ahead of Trey Wright, and rounding out the top 10, he is 34 ahead of Mitchell Collins. We're ready for some fun here at Hotlanta, so let's go ahead and go down trackside, and we'll get you a starting lineup. We'll get a race pick in, and we will get this show going. And the engines will come to life here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. 40 going to roll off of the pit road. It is last week's winner, Elijah Gordon. After the race win, he's got his first pole of his career here in the Trinity River Cup Series, starting alongside the Auto Club winner from 1 season ago, Andrew Williams. In row 2, we find Colin Teague in the 97. They're starting alongside an NOFSRL legend, Thomas Troxel. In row 3, we find Kyle McLeese, the points leader, coming in the best 559, starting alongside the 17 of Riley Alberta's Keegan Thompson. In row number 4, we find William Brock in the 00, starting alongside Priya McShane in the 0. A Ruby Motorsports lockout there in the 4th row. Scott Upton and Dale Lightning will complete the top 10 back there in row 5. So, Derek, do you see anybody up there in the top 10 that you think can win this race, or what about through the rest of the field?
Well, you gotta go with number 78 there, Scott Upton. I think they'll be able to, maybe pull a little bit of magic and try to get a win.
Have to see how it goes. A 78 car has never won here in the Trinity River Cup Series, so we'll have to see how it goes. Maybe Scott Upton, they could change the whole record book around. Pace car comes down the pit road. We're ready to get it going. Green flag is out. The Aflac 500 is green. Let's get this show on the road here at Hotlanta. down to the line. It's going to be Colin Teague leading lap number 1, but don't look now. Here comes Kyle McLeese on the inside, the points leader, now the race leader here at Atlanta.
McLeese in that Best Buy machine, looking for the inside lane, or outside lane one rather. There's the Sprite machine.
William Brock will go to the point. He'll lead lap number 2 as 2 and 3 wide for 4th. Here comes right to the inside of Harris and Parker. As Parker and Upton slipping wide on the outside out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Collins and Kugelon right there with Trey Wright in the 95 for 4th, 5th, and maybe soon to be 6th if Kugelon can clear the 23 and 78. Don't look now, though. Here comes Marty Sakala, who's won a mile-and-a-half race this season already. He knows how to get his way up to the front. 4 wide, a little deeper behind. Thibodeau splitting the middle between Thomas Truxell and Brock Nelson. What bravery there by the Tide Ride.
Bravery or just blind ignorance?
I don't
Either
know,
one
it
works,
worked.
to be honest.
It worked. It may still have been a stupid move, but it worked. This man is on a mission to get up to the front here. He is fired up after his top 10 1 week ago, and he is looking to fly the banner high for PHR here at Hotlanta. We'll go back up to the front here. William Brock continues to lead the way. Collins second, Trey Wright third, and Marty Sakala there in 4th, side by side for 5th between Eric Monaco and Sebastian Kukulon, and Brock Nelson's going to join the party down the inside of the 18.
Nelson looking 3 abreast down low. He has help, a lot of help. More help than the middle lane does, however. And as you see, he's able to clear everybody and file in behind Sakala.
And the inside lane is still moving the best out of any of them so far here. There's more cars down there, of course, going through the turns up front. William Brock still leads. He's got about a 3/10 second lead over second place. It was Trey Wright at the line, but now it looks like it might be Marty Sakala going down the back straightaway. Brock Nelson in the 18 going to go down to the inside. They're going to be 3 wide for second through turn 3 and 4. Nelson is going to take that position away. Vargas there behind him. Durrani, Chase Harris on the inside as well, trying to make something work down there.
They're trying their hardest. As you can see, a hometown team machine. All-Star Speed Team, or ASS, the abbreviation of that organization. Right now running P4 that number 10, Ryan Durrani.
Durrani, the spring winner at Talladega 1 season ago, trying to get it up there to the race lead for the boss man. Darian Arnsdorf, the owner of the race team, with 2 other cars in the field. Alejandro Cruz Jr., Blake Parker a little deeper in the field. Brock Nelson to the inside of Vargas for second. He'll hold on to the spot. But now, Brock Nelson's going to put his full attention on William Brock for the race lead, but he won't get to the inside quick enough, and Durrani's going to have the run on the inside of Brock Nelson.
Now Durrani looking inside Nelson. He will get by him. Now Durrani, though, he's trying to catch that 00 Sprite machine of William Brock, I believe.
On the inside through 3 and 4, Brock trying to hold on. Durrani's going to almost block Chase Harris on the inside. Harris going for second and trying for the lead, but he's not close enough to Brock.
Brock having an insane run here. This is also his home race, believe it or not. He's having a pretty good run right now, leading.
And side by side for second as Brock continues to lead this Oklahoma land rush behind him. Here comes Harris down to the inside. Vargas going to make it 3 wide with help from Caleb Rose in the 15. And Christian Vargas, who has never won in his career in this series, will go to the race lead here at Atlanta.
Vargas now in that 46 machine. That is a Monkey Racing own team, and now you got that red car. Can't tell the number. Oops.
Caleb Rose in the 15.
That looks like a. Yep, thank you for that.
And he's going
Looking for the
inside
lead now.
race lead.
Don't know if Rose ever won a race in this series.
He's not. This is his first season, but he's won a Scott's National race before, and that now defunct series. He won the second Iowa race in the SNS last year, so it's not like he doesn't have experience beating some of these drivers and getting to victory lane, but this is obviously a completely different beast than Iowa Speedway is. Here comes Kukulon down to the inside in the 82, the combos machine, to the race leader, trying to get there on the inside. He's got a teammate, Chase Harris, behind him for the moment. And Rose trying to get the run on the outside to stick with him. He's leaving plenty of bottom open for Sebastian Kukulon in the 82.
Now, the 82 of Kukulon looking inside. As I mentioned earlier in pre-race, I picked Scott Upton. Right now, they're running a strong P3 and number 78 Verizon machine.
How about that run by Scott Upton in the 78? Now they're going to the inside of Caleb Rose in the 15. And for the race lead, potentially on Kukulon, there they'll go to the inside. Mitchell Collins in the 43, Ryan Girardi in the 10, and the 84 of Marty Zakela with them. 4x4, or 2x2x2x2 for 4 rows in the front group as the gap to the rest of the field starts to shrink a little more. They start to accordion back together here later on in this green flag run. Upton not quite to the point, and Kukulon's going to have the lead at the line, but here comes Collins trying to spoil the party on the inside.
Collins with the run 3 wide bottom. From once again the All-Star Speed Team number 10 entry.
And here comes the comfort
that
suite
car
Chevrolet.
seems to be. That car, man, that seems to be set up insanely well. The number 10 machine.
Well, you'd hope so for the team's home race. Ryan Girardi showing out right now. He's looking for his second career series victory. Of course, I said the only one coming at Spring Talladega 1 season ago in the Alabama Power 500. But now trying to get to the inside of Collins for the lead. Not quite going to be able to. And Brock Nelson's going to sling to the inside of that 10. Down the quad oval and into 1. Brock is going to be there on the inside. And 3 wide for 4th and straight right to the inside of Monaco and Sakela. And an absolute madhouse going on. A few more positions back. As for the race lead, here comes Brock Nelson in the Super Cheap Auto Toyota.
Looks like that car is built everything but cheap. They get a sponsor joke there. On the inside now of Mitchell Collins, the number 18 Toyota Camry.
Super Cheap Autos on the hood, but that car is super rich with power. But Collins trying to work it back on the outside. But the inside line, Collins got loose, and Brock Nelson's going to take that Toyota to the race lead.
You really love to see Toyotas leading. I'm not saying that with like a big head, but seriously, like some Toyotas don't have speed. For example, PHR, throwing my team under the bus once again. Like we haven't shown speed all this year. Our team's showing great speed.
Well, that's not entirely true. You got every single car in the top 10 at Phoenix and got out of last in the owner standings. So there was that. But starting a little deeper in the field, of course, for this one. But there's still plenty of time in this one before it's over with. There's Perez going to the inside. Zidell's in the middle. Thibodeau deeper in the field there in the 32. Okay, maybe I'm just... trouble inside! Ethan Lewis into the wall. Andrew Williams. Sear! Biller, up in the wall. Sear gets caught in it.
He's dead.
And Ace Garcia involved as well. Caught up in the safer barrier is Paul-Antoine Sear, and a 5-car accident here for caution number 1 at Atlanta Motor Speedway in the Aflac 500. And you know what? That's going to lead us right into the first pit cycle of the race. We were just about 6 or 7 laps outside of it. And we're going to go ahead and get it done right now. Heavy damage on Sear, who just a couple races ago was atop the point standings. And he might fall outside of the top 10 in points with that. He's listed in 40th. He already lost 6 spots after Phoenix 1 week ago. And this is going to hurt him even more.
I have no words. That was terrifying.
Thank goodness it's just a simulator, so we don't have to worry about injuries and so forth. Thankfully, it's nothing like that. And here comes the entire field down onto the pit road. Durrani looks like he's going to be the first one off a little deeper to see if he can work his way up to the head of pit road before these other cars can get off. Collins is going to be ahead of him, though. We'll see if anybody else can leapfrog. Brock and Collins side by side to the line. It's going to be Collins ahead of Brock. I think Collins got Brock. We'll have to see. We'll let the officials sort it out. Brock is pulling ahead of Collins, then Durrani, Kukulon, Vargas, Nelson. And of course, all this is unofficial at this point. But looks like we may only lose 1 car for this first caution. Actually, we're going to lose 2. Ace Garcia is done. Paul-Antoine Sierre is done. And that looks like it's going to be it. And I thought Collins had beat Brock out, but I guess not. I guess they're going to rule that William Brock won the race off of the pit road in the Sprite Pontiac Trans Am. So the first caution out here on lap 23 here at Atlanta as we work lap 25 now. Let's go back and take a look at what happened to bring out caution number 1 here in the 2022 Aflac 500 at Atlanta. So watching from overhead here is Ethan Lewis up into Lozano, and Lewis gets flung down the track across the nose of Andrew Williams, and they'll go down to the inside, and Lewis is going to hit this inside wall really hard. Driver's side pancakes it, and then slides back up into Williams. Is going to spin out of control, back up into traffic, and nowhere to go. Paul-Antoine Sierre, Ace Garcia, Kanan Biller, up into the wall they go, and Sear's going to catch a bad place there in the safer barrier, go flinging up on his side, and a lot of damage on both the 52 and Sear. Sear and Garcia look like they're going to be out of this one. The other 3 should be able to continue on. Let's take a look at another angle.
Well, as we see rounding turn 3, now everything is kosher when we go 3 wide. Lewis into Lozano. Lewis in front of Williams. Williams nowhere to go. Nowhere for Paul-Antoine Sierre to go in at number 7. It's a terrible spot on the track. That's a very, how you say, glitch-prone part of the track there. As you see, literally stuck in the safer barrier and catch fence. Once again, like, we gotta thank whatever deity we want that, like, you know, this is a simulation video game. If not, we would have had got the tarps out.
Yeah, thankfully, but field, I don't actually remember. Since we're recording the replays in post, I don't remember who actually is going to lead the field to the green flag, but we'll go ahead and fast forward now to the restart here at Atlanta. Track is clear, we're good to go. Let's head to the restart here in the Aflac 500. Half a lap away from restarting the Aflac 500 here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. William Brock leads the way, Collins second, Durrani third, Kukulon fourth, Christian Vargas rounds out the top 5. Then it's Brock Nelson, Stephen Colon, Marty Sakala, Alejandro Cruz Jr., and Caleb Rose the top 10. Caution number 1 coming out for a 5-car wreck on the back straightaway, heading off into turn 3. It has knocked Ace Garcia and Paul-Antoine Sierre out of the race. Ethan Lewis, Kanan Biller, and Andrew Williams were also involved. They're able to continue on. Pace car comes down the pit road. We're ready to get it going here. 39 laps to go at Atlanta. Green flag in the air. Great restart for the top 3 as they pull away from the 82. Already seeing double file action. Colon around Nelson, and Durrani gonna sling out on Mitchell Collins, try to get to the inside of that 43, not quite able to. Cruz around Nelson, and Holy Hightower to the inside of Brock Nelson. Back there for, I believe, that's the 8th position, and it is. As Mitchell Collins is going to go to the point for the race lead, and 3 wide for second, as Kukulon going to thread the needle on the inside of Durrani and Brock.
Kukulon with an insane move. Wow, talk about buttery smooth. Move of the race right there, I'd have to say so far.
We're only 28 laps in, and you're already saying that. That means it was a good move. But here we go. 3 wide for 4th as Cruz to the inside of Colon and Brock. Boy, this is some brave racing. Of course, everybody's on fresh tires. We know that. But considering the accident we just had happen, nobody is taking it easy right now. It looks like we've actually got one car that does look to have either lost the draft or is off the pace, and that is Ethan Lewis in the 54. So, the terrible season since the Daytona 500 for Ethan Lewis continues. Lost 7 spots after Phoenix 1 week ago. And it looks like he's going to lose some more. He's 28th in the standings coming in, and only has the 1 top 10 on the year. This is not going to help at all for Ethan Lewis, as Holy Hightower again to the inside for the race lead, and Joey Hightower to the point here in Atlanta.
Well, once again, making moves. What would be called insane money moves in a certain line of work.
And here comes Eric Monaco with him, defending series champion Trey Smith there in the 22 on the inside as well. Monaco not quite able to get to the inside, but now he will. He's going to give the old boot, scoot, boogie to Hightower out of turn number 2. Trey Smith back there, Colin Teague in the 97. On the inside lane, trying to draft up to the 25. Ryan Durrani there, Trey Smith, Marty Sakala trying to join the fray on the inside. The outside's getting a run, though, with Hightower. And Hightower will clear for second. They're 3 wide for third.
Oh, that's getting a little thin on the razor's edge. Usually 4 abreast for a moment. They're able to get that all cleared away.
And Hightower will go back to the lead here in the Aflac 500. Monaco slips to second, 2 by 2 for third on back for now before we get to a 3-wide battle there. Chase Harris in the middle, Kyle McLeese, the points leader, is caught in the middle. William Brock, who led a good portion of this race, is caught in the middle as well. Up here for third, Trey Smith's going to get put to the outside. As Monaco trying to thread the needle on the inside of Hightower. He's not going to be able to for right now, but now 31 laps to go here at Atlanta Motor Speedway in the Aflac 500. 4 wide. Zidell Zakela in the middle, Trey Smith up top, Andrews on the bottom, and they'll make it through. Andrews out of the gas. I'm sure he didn't mean to get out of the gas. He probably just lost momentum. But good thing he did, because that could have been a big crash.
It really could have.
And out here comes Durrani to the inside of Hightower with a push coming from Cruz. Zidell, Zakela, Smith joining the brigade on the inside lane. And Cruz now going to get to the inside of Durrani. Durrani's not even going to be able to be credited with leading this lap. Looks like it's going to be Cruz. Watching out of 4, and indeed it will be Cruz. What racing we've seen so far here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. This has just been terrific.
Indeed it has.
Holy Hightower. We say it again. There's a reason we call him Holy Hightower, because holy cow, he can make some ballsy moves. And there he goes to the inside of Marty Sakala, and 2 second he will go, and now he'll try to chase down Alejandro Cruz Jr. for the race lead.
ballsy or just plain ignorant. Like, that's another, like I mentioned that earlier with the 32 making the move. Like, there's a difference between quote unquote ballsy and just plain ignorance.
Well, at least he wasn't trying 4 wide that time. It was only was it 2 or 3 wide? I can't remember. I forgot something 1 lap ago. I guess it was either 2 or 3 wide. But Hightower now in the 2 car, trying to close in on the 0-5 for the race lead. Here comes Trey Smith, John Andrews, and Justin Zidell. 3 wide, now back to 2. How about this run that Zidell had? Started deep in the field, and he's inside the top 5 now.
I ain't getting my hopes up, to put it as lightly as possible. When you have a car running good, you don't put your hopes up on it.
Oh, there's Sakela threading the needle between Monaco and Zidell. Gonna side draft the heck out of Zidell. Almost turned that 62 around on the high side of 1 and 2. And now gonna try to push the 62 around the 25. Eric Monaco, the 25, the 62 of Zidell. John Andrews in the 5 on the inside of the 22 of Trey Smith for the 3rd position. Everybody else gets down to the inside, single file. 3-time winner from 1 season ago, Samet Ozgen in the 83. He comes into this race 16th in the point standings, having gained 9 spots after Phoenix. He's looking to rebound at what has been, aside from Chase Harris, just an atrocity of a start to the season for Trinity River Racing. And he is looking to get his first big spark of the season outside of a couple of top 10s. The rest of his season has been just appalling. So we'll have to see if he can get up to the front and maybe challenge for this race victory as well.
Like, you gotta hope that, like, season been terrible, you need some turnaround. Atlanta's a great place for that to happen.
His first win 1 season ago came at a mile and a half. 2 wins last season for Sam Dawson actually came at mile and a half. One was at Homestead, the other was at Las Vegas. And of course, his other win came in the Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis. He led 1 lap there and won Indianapolis. So you could almost call Sam Oskin Mr. Excitement. Almost. But anyway,
you can't compare him to victory.
But anyway, Cruz continues to lead the way. John Andrews 2nd, Eric Monaco 3rd. Here's Zidell and Oskin. You sure I can't call him that? Because there he goes right to the inside of Zidell for the 5th position, and he'll go after Hightower for 4th, staying in the draft of Eric Monaco as they try to catch back up to the leaders.
You mentioned Mr. Excitement, the true Mr. Excitement, who we seen last year win the Body Armor Cup Series championship off of pure excellence for, oh wow, pretty much the same team he's driving for right now.
There he goes to the inside, looking for 4th from Oskin. As up front, Andrews going to try a slingshot on the 0-5. The 5 and 0-5 side by side into 1. How about that? Never thought you'd see that, did you? But here's Andrews to the inside of Cruz for the race lead. Hightower going to split. Trey Smith and Sam Oskin 3 wide. Eric Monaco 3rd. Zidell 4th. Sakela in the 5th position. Christopher Alphaby having his best run of the season so far in the 6th position there in the Spotify number 3. Now 19 laps to go here in the Aflac 500. Of course, 1 pit cycle still remains in this race. And we got lap cars ahead. That is Ethan Lewis in the 54. 25 seconds off the lead pace. No other lap cars looks like we're going to have to worry about, so he's the only one. And we can just see if he assimilates with the rest of the field here. He might just become another car to draft with. Just have to see how that goes.
And you mentioned the pit cycle. We're looking at pit stops about lap 54, 55 at the start, and as late as lap 59. These guys need to try to figure out what they're going to do. We are closing on fast. We have less than 10 to go till the pit window opens. And, well, it's going to be interesting. See what happens here.
We will have to see. Andrews with almost a half-second lead over Zidell, who is now in second. Zidell did not win a single race in the Scots National Series 1 season ago, but he had a tremendous season there anyways. Finished top 15 in the standings, but now closes all the way to the backside of John Andrews. Out of 4, Andrews going to go to the inside of Lewis. Zidell going to stick to the top, now go to the inside with Andrews again. Smart move there. Just, I don't know why he was going up to the outside there for a second, but he will stay with the inside of Andrews, and we'll see about everybody else if they can get by this 54, or if Ethan Lewis is even a roadblock that we need to worry about.
Well, I mean, even if he's just like 1 or 2 miles an hour slower, that will still play a huge factor. I see Monaco diving low with help from Sakala and the 05.
You know, he doesn't look to be too much slower, so I think all he needed to do was to get back up with the rest of the field. So we'll see how much he affects the field, if at all. Zidell still pressed against the backside of Waco, Texas's John Andrews for the race lead. Side by side for third, make it 3 wide for third as Cruz joins the fray on the inside of Zakela and Monaco.
You would think that Zidell lost something on that rear end of John Andrews because he is looking hard. Wait. Oh, no.
Oh, here we go to the inside. Here we go to the inside. Is everybody going to come down the pit road? Yep. Zidell's going to lead the brigade. Andrews stays out. And right. Smith, McLeese, Crown, Vargas, Parker, Lightning, Troxel, Samadillo, Lozano, Biller, Rose, and Thibodeau down onto the pit road. Andrews leads the way. Zakela and Cruz side by side for second. Looks like Zakela, he's going to come down the pit road with Cruz, Andrews, and Monaco. We'll see about the rest of them here. Oh, Hightower, that was a close call there with Elijah Gordon. My gosh.
Once again, Holy Hightower.
Holy Hightower. Oh, we got a pile up at the head of pit road between Mitchell Collins and Andrew Williams. And no caution. Thankfully, no caution's going to come out for that.
Since we are on pit road, no caution, still green.
You realize how much that would have turned this race upside down if we'd have had a caution just then? I cannot explain how messed up this race would have gotten. How many cars would be stuck a lap down if that had happened, but terrible damage to the 50 of Andrew Williams. Yeah, we'd have had like 37 cars a lap down. That sounds about right. But now with 11 laps to go, Elijah Gordon apparently is leading this thing. Oh, there he is, down to the pit road. Just coming down to stall number 1.
No, he's pitting.
And there's Hightower in the 2. So we'll watch here with the 32 and the 2. They're going to... Oh, Hightower's going to beat him off of pit road. But we got to watch with the rest of these guys here. They're battling for what looks like is going to be the lead. Zidell and Andrews side by side. They're going to make their way around Thibodeau. And Zidell and Andrews, what a battle that's going on. This is going to be for the race lead as they come around. And Andrews will have the top spot. Zidell, then I believe Trey Wright is going to be third, and he will be.
I ain't going to say nothing because, yeah.
Oh, caution! Big crash on the front straightaway. Thibodeau around, and maybe somebody else.
Talent, everybody. That's what talent looks like.
But you know what? That couldn't have come at a better time. Just as pit cycles rounded up. Thank goodness.
Oh, we're not going to have the funny. No, we're not going to have the funny
car stuck a lap down. So Andrews will lead the way back to the caution flag. Zidell second, Wright third. And that's going to stack everybody back up here on fresh tires. This is going to get interesting.
This is going to be good. We'll be restarting, it looks like, with about 3, maybe 4 to go. If my math is right.
It's going to be something like that. It's going to be pretty close to... It's going to be inside 5 laps to go. I know that much. So just have to see what happens here. It is going to be a mad dash to the checkered flag here in the Aflac 500, but I can't imagine that Thibodeau just lost it on the front straightaway. Look at all the damage. He had to have had some sort of help.
I think his arm was getting a little itchy, to be honest.
Look at that. Look at the skid marks right up against the outside. So, yeah. Oh, he got hit. Look at the tire tracks there spinning around like a top. He might have had a secondary collision right at the start-finish line. That's where all that damage came from. But, you know, I wouldn't come down the pit road if I was him either. Because, well, actually, you know what?
Still has a shot,
it wouldn't matter. He's still 2 laps down. So,
you must have come down the pit lane again. Huh.
Not sure what happened to Thibodeau.
Could he be a pawn in the scheme for PHR? Yes.
Not entirely sure, but we'll have to see how it goes here. We've got 2 PHR cars up inside the top 10, actually. Zeidel second, Perez is 9th. Andrews leads the way for Noah Clifton's Blackout Motorsports. The JBL car will lead the field here to the green flag in just a second, but I believe this is the second caution of the race, comes out here with just a handful of laps to go. Let's go back and take a look at what happened to bring it out. So watching here, rounding turn 4, Thibodeau slides up the track, and Perez is coming on the outside, and up comes Thibodeau and just runs all the way up into Perez, and into the wall they go. Perez car goes up in the air, and where all the spinning skid marks we saw, that's Thibodeau bouncing off the wall and down the racetrack, and a ton of damage on the Tide 32, but it's hard to say that he didn't really do that to himself, and that's just a tough break for Braden Perez, of course, but that's 2 PHR cars involved in that one. Teammates. Yikes.
We mentioned that we don't know if he did it by himself. Well, El Plan working out tremendously. PHR comp between Brad and Thibodeau. Thibodeau going up. Brad really didn't have any reaction time to go through it. Brad ended up getting airborne, and then you see Thibodeau doing the spin cycle just shy of the start-finish line here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. He will be okay, but I believe he is multiple laps down, Thibodeau is, and I believe Braden will be able to keep it going in that 47 Schluter system until he has Cameron.
Thankfully, that was right after the pit cycle had come to an end, so we're going to have no further damage as far as lap cars go. So anybody that was on a lap down before, that was not a lap down before the cycle, is back on the lead pace, and we will have a 5-lap shootout here at Atlanta Motor Speedway to decide the Aflac 500. Field's going to be in the hands of John Andrews here for this one. Track is clear. We're good to go. So let's finish this up here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Well, lights are off atop the pace car here at Atlanta. It's going to be a 5-lap dash to the checkered flag. John Andrews leads the way. Justin Zeidel second. Trey Wright third. Marty Sakala fourth. And points leader Kyle McLeese looking for his first career win in the 5th position there. Then Cruz, Smith, Brown Jr., Perez, and Hightower round out the top 10. Pace car down the pit road. 5 laps left in the Aflac 500 here at Atlanta. Green flag getting ready to come out. There it is. 5 to go here at Atlanta. Green flag in the air.
And do not touch that dial, folks. This is going to get juicy.
Trey Wright to the inside of Zeidel immediately. Sakala with him. McLeese back there to 59 as well. McLeese going to go up to the outside. Fakes it. Now back to the inside.
Right with help from Sakala and McLeese pushing Sakala. They're going to have a great opportunity to get by Andrews here coming off turn 4.
Andrews, or rather, Wright and Sakala both looking for their 2nd career wins. Andrews looking for his first. He's going to get shuffled to the outside now. Less than 4 laps to go. Zeidel got shuffled. Perez getting shuffled back as well in the 47. Holy Hightower, here he comes. Into the 6th position. And defending series champion Trey Smith in the 22 who won in race 5 1 year ago. He's looking for career win number 3. 3 laps to go. To the inside, 3 wide.
This is getting really juicy. Inside now, Trey Smith with help from Holy Hightower himself, who's being pushed by my favorite name to say in all of NOFSRL 2003, Christopher Applebee's.
2 laps to go this time. Sekela leads. Trey Smith in the middle. Hightower down to the inside. McLeese up on the outside. And Alpha B with the 2. Down to the inside. Smith going to work the high side. He's going to look to chase down Marty Sekela, who's looking to win 2 races in 3 weeks. In his rookie season, what a statement that would be. But he's going to have to hold off the defending series champion to do it. White flag is in the air. The Aflac 500 in Atlanta. 1.54 miles to go.
I believe Trey Smith did not start in the top 10. I said when we're under commercials, going to be somebody start outside the top 10 on that final restart would win. I don't know if he's going to get there. Looks like Marty's number 84 Ally Bank Chevrolet Camaro is about to know. He's going to know all the quack possible.
Through 3 and 4 and out of turn number 4, Marty Sekela, 2 wins already in his career. He wins the Aflac 500 at Atlanta Motor Speedway. How about that?
Quack. Quack.
He knows quack. Trey Smith, oh so close, but this is going to help ever so slightly in the points. Not necessarily going to close in on Kyle McLeese, but he will close in on Lozano, Gordon, and Samadio. So we'll have to take a look at the points afterwards, but Marty Sekela, who's coming in 7th in the point standings, this is going to be a big points boost for him too, and a boost of confidence, of course. 2 wins on the season already. Is this a statement or what?
I mean, statements can be made anytime, anywhere. And Marty just made one. Bold and red. His ledger clean. His trophy case filled with 2 wins.
In 5 races he's participated in. He's just starting off his career in the TRCS, and he's already got 2 race victories. I'll tell you, last season, it took 8 or 9 races before we had a repeat winner. It's already happened here in Season 4. I did not anticipate it happening this quickly, but Marty Sekela wins here at Atlanta with an average race speed of 158.651 miles per hour. 2nd place, Trey Smith. 3rd place, Joey Hightower. 4th place, Christopher Alphabee. 5th place, Keegan Thompson, with a fantastic run there for the Logan Sport crew. John Andrews in 6th. Kyle McLeese 7th. Justin Zidell will bring home an 8th place finish for Pacific Hamel Racing. Samet Ozgen in 9th. And Alex Lozano will round out the top 10 and scroll through the rest of the standings here. Only 2 cars unable to finish the race. Ace Garcia, Paul-Antoine Sierre, obviously from that first incident on, I believe, lap number... Anyway, so 2 other cars unable to finish on the lead lap. Ethan Lewis 1 lap down. Jacob Thibodeau 2 laps down. Mitchell Collins, the last one on the lead lap, finishing 30 seconds off the pace. So, Derek, any final thoughts on this race we saw today at Atlanta Motor Speedway?
Well, I mean, we hope for a safe race. We didn't exactly get those couple wrecks we've seen. But hey, you know what? Great race. Rookie winning. You know, what else could you wish for, man, in a race here in Atlanta?
And Marty Sekela now has 2 mile-and-a-half wins in the last 3 weeks. He won at Las Vegas late, and he steals another one here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Watch out for that 84 car. 2 wins now in the history of the team, Polar Star Motorsports, and both of them coming at the hands of Marty Sekela. Congratulations. We'll go ahead and take a look at the rest of your point standings and your owner's point standings. We'll wrap it up here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. We'll see you next week at, I believe, let me actually look this up here. So 5 races through the season already. We've had the Daytona 500, which was just ridiculous, ending in a 3-wide finish. We had Auto Club ending in a battle between Andrew Williams and Chase Harris. Chase Harris getting the better of Williams. Las Vegas, I already mentioned, Marty Sakala stealing it away. And Phoenix, 1 week ago, Elijah Gordon dominating and winning in the desert. And now, after Atlanta today, we're moving on to the home track of the series, the Texas Motor Speedway, for the Southwest Airlines 500. That should be a fantastic race, one could hope. We'll see you then. For now, on behalf of Derek Hamill, we will see you then. Y'all take care, stay safe, and above all, have a fantastic rest of your day. Welcome to the NOFSRL.